Galen, you're gonna do something bad to the telescope.
Wait, isn't this her shop, like, in his house?
Is it in another part of his house?
But, like...
I assume so.
Did she sneak in while they were fucking or something? Like, wouldn't we have seen her? Whatever. Great. First a dead body, then Yakone and her innocent curiosity. As if I didn't have enough problems already. What's that? What's that sound? Someone stuck an envelope in my door frame.
Ooh, a mysterious envelope.
From Galen. We must have missed each other. Yeah, how?
We always miss each other somehow.
That's odd. I have uncovered something unbelievable. Let's meet in the warehouse below the bathhouse this afternoon.
Wait, is it really gonna be from Galen? Or
I don't
is
know, I'm
this
scared.
A trap.
What afternoon? It's always dark in this sun-forsaken city, but I should have enough time to drop by Sem first.
Yeah, that I would like to see.
He'd better have a good explanation for the bite marks we found on Lev. They're not his dogs, Yani. How many times does he have to tell you?
He just watches them.
Hello? Sem, are you awake? Look, the dog's there!
Oh yes. Yeah, I noticed before in one of the videos I was looking back at it. I always forget Sem's voice. Every time.
It's the over-exaggerated do voice.
Gosh, she kept us at the bathhouse for a while. What?
What?
That's not how it goes?
It's my voice for do.
Okay.
Okay, just whatever. Do whatever.
Okay. I don't know. Last time was too exaggerated, you said. Okay. Gosh, she kept us at the bathhouse for a while. I'm still sleeping it off. Feel free to join me if you'd like. I mean, you look as if you could use a rest.
I like the music again.
Oh yeah, this is romantic music. I figured they'd be a pairing as well. It seemed like they were going that direction.
But I didn't until suddenly it was. It's like, wait, what? I'm sure that's what you meant, but let's skip the part where I tell you off for being cocky.
I hope we don't do it in front of all the dogs. We better find some private room.
I'm sorry to have woken you, but we need to talk.
No worries. My dreams can't compete with this. I had a feeling you'd drop by today.
What? Oh my god. My dreams can't compete with this. Yes, you're truly irresistible. Unfortunately, I came here on business.
If you say so. Go on.
I'm here because of Lev.
Again?
Even the dog's quieted.
What does he have to do with me?
Why did your dogs, attack Lev? Because of the Solstice, or was it something else entirely?
What?
I saw the bite marks. You even said they'd been acting strange lately.
So was he... that night? He was clumsy and slurred his words like he was drunk. He crossed the line, and some of them felt threatened. Look, if the dogs really wanted to harm Lev, he wouldn't have survived that night.
He didn't.
Oh. You know what I mean. He got a serious warning. He didn't even bleed much. Do you think that's what killed him?
No, I'm glad to say I don't. You don't have to worry. You're not taking care of a pack of killer wolves.
Thank you. Glad to know I'm off the hook. Maybe now everyone will leave me alone.
You really don't like attention, do you?
Well, not all the attention was unwanted. Oh. But to have an entire city suspect me and watch my every move, that's not something I can get used to.
You'll have to grin and bear it for a while, I'm afraid. The dog bites might have been harmless, but that doesn't prove you innocent. Your innocence. What? That doesn't prove you innocent yet.
It doesn't?
You're still the last person I've seen him alive, as far as we know, and you have no problem admitting you left him in a bad condition.
It was all I could do to keep the dogs at bay. There's a reason they barely scratched him.
But there's no one to confirm that. Certainly Yakone wouldn't vouch for you after you attacked her. Who's to say Lev didn't say something to set you off, but hadn't her
You're right
reflexes?
There. Just having a mild breakdown.
I can't read anymore. I've heard enough rumors about you to make me wonder, what exactly did you do to earn such a reputation?
I really don't want to talk about it. Oh no.
This talks out so well with the smooth music.
It was so romantic in the beginning, but now it's taking a turn. Now we're not going there.
I understand, but you are the prime suspect here. I'm trying to help you, but I need to know everything.
Then ask Istvan. Let him tell you how they set up a trap for me. How he ordered my friends and wife tortured and killed. Wait, that was... Oh. Ask him what his reasons were. Why I was such a threat to him. I'd like to know that myself.
Sem, I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault. It's mine. I screwed up and my family answered for it. That's what the whispers were about. I'm a dangerous person to keep around. And that's why I don't want anyone getting close to him. Now we know.
I don't think you are.
Yani, I'm serious. Messing with the families or their enemies will get you killed.
I suppose that's the reason my predecessor disappeared. But how else will I find out what's going on?
Now, I do like the relationship they have between them, the dynamic. It works. You know, Istvan doesn't care about it one bit. He needs a scapegoat, and I'm a perfect fit. So please, make sure you know what you're getting into. I'm not worth it.
Getting into?
I thought you enjoyed our time together last night. I mean, why else would you be so nice to a potential killer?
If I wasn't, I'd have to be rude to almost everyone in this town. Which does sound entertaining, I admit.
Oh, my mistake. Was he mistaken? Oh, come on.
Come on, guys.
Guys, not that I'm pressuring you, but I may only read one type of answer that's coming up. Yeah, there's two words that I can't read, but there's another line that I can read. The first option, I mean, I only see one option, really. I don't know what you guys would be talking about if you chose differently. But for the sake of it, I will wait a bit and see if people acknowledge that there's only one choice in this. I don't know why this music makes me dance the way I do, but we're both kind of just like swaying from side to side, like in tune with the music. It works. Fuck him, literally. I like the way you think.
Galen approved.
That's good enough for me. Nope, we like him.
Stop taking things so seriously. We have fun together. I thought we'd see where the mood takes us next.
Well, in that case, mine seems to prompt me in this direction.
The music!
Back to the romance music.
Good. I
Sweep
think
you
it's
off your
wise to
feet.
keep your suspects close. This is really not the time, though, honestly. Like, I want this to happen, but oh my god.
Don't let those dogs
You
distract
have
you.
until nightfall to figure out who did this. He has a possibility, and it's like, nah, let's fuck.
I'll have to make it a quick one. You don't think it's dangerous to be so close?
If you're as dangerous as you claim, I may have to frisk you.
Whoa, alright.
What an episode this is turning out to be. Or chapter, whatever it is.
I'm not sure that's wise. What if you come closer and I attack? You'd be helpless.
I have a knife in my boot. I'm pretty sure I can hold my own. She looks like she would.
Tail wags! The dog is seeing this.
Aw, is
Seeing
he
every bit of it.
disapproving? Can we see him?
He just looks out of it.
You take my breath away.
Aww.
It's like that song by Berlin.
It is like the song by Berlin. Told you I was a thief.
Oh my god.
Both of these pairings, they have the best liners ever.
It's so cringeworthy. The dog was judging so hard.
The dog was wagging his tail in disapproval. He couldn't wag his finger like Istvan, so he wagged his tail. No. Alright. Where are we? Well, alright. This is curious.
Galen, do you have any idea how long it took me to find the entrance to this place?
What is this place?
What grave mysteries have you uncovered that require meeting in such secrecy? It's the place that he told her to meet.
Oh yeah, he told us to meet somewhere, but where is this again?
In his warehouse.
Okay. What now? I didn't want to show you anything,
See, it
lady.
wasn't.
You, on the other hand.
It wasn't. Wait a moment. Please tell me you didn't receive a note
no.
telling you to meet me here.
Who is setting us up? I did, and... Oh. Why would someone pull such a silly prank? just a prank, bro.
And
it's not a prank. And there goes the door.
let's not jump to conclusions. It might have just been a draft. Yeah, of course.
Or a deadly trap. Face it, Yani, someone lured us here and we bought into it like children. There's only one person that keeps calling us children in this game.
And we were like, oh, it's not really from him. We shouldn't go. And they both went into it like suckers.
Yep.
That we did. Let's have a look around then. She is so chipper about this. Oh, she just got late, I guess. Like,
she seems to be in a good...
she's still in like the
yeah, that's right.
afterglow.
This isn't an ordinary warehouse, that's for sure. Isn't that mean-looking gizmo part of your failing system?
It doesn't look mean. It looks happy. It looks...
Yeah, why does it look mean?
It looks like a TARDIS a little bit.
Awfully judgmental.
Need I remind you, your people contributed to the system too, if only slightly. But yes, it is a dashboard.
Great. So use it to open the door for us. Unfortunately, it's not that simple.
Unfortunately, this particular entry point is for monitoring purposes only.
So you can't do anything. Figures.
I can, however, tell you that the door mechanism, like most things in the city, works in 24-hour cycles. It should open at midnight for a brief period. But that's way past our deadline.
So we have time to spare. The note I received is written on Istvan's official stationery. How
Laura,
about yours?
Laura, right?
L.
Mine as well. But I
She
don't
is
think
L.
Istvan would be stupid enough to leave his signature for us.
Uh-oh. Unless that's what he wanted us to think.
Or someone's trying to frame him. But everyone wants to frame him, so I don't know.
Or he really is an idiot and underestimates our joint powers of deduction. He's pretty smart, I think.
I don't think an idiot would be able to make the door open and close off schedule. And we already have another clue pointing at our lovely boss.
Lev's journal. Well, it's all moot either way, if we don't get out of here.
What should we do?
Ooh, what should we try? Chat, what is your recommendation for solving this dilemma we found ourselves in? That couldn't have been prevented, even though I kind of suspected something like this might happen. Do we try brute force? Do we just see if Yani can help us? I mean, she's right here, so that should be easy enough. Or try to guess the password.
I didn't know there was a password.
I didn't know either. It's just like Fallout when you're hacking the terminals. You have to guess the password. And usually it takes like 5 minutes to look through all the ones you can eliminate. Ask Yani. Yeah, so far. Laura does hate Istvan, so she would want to frame him. That is a good point.
Oh, save! That's a good idea.
Save
Save your game.
I haven't saved in so long. Oh my goodness, thank you. When did I last save? Like, I haven't saved.
Today.
I haven't. It was the last one we did was Thursday. Or whatever it was. Ask Yani. That's all we got so far. Anyone else have an opinion?
We got 2 Ask Yanis and 1 guess
Oh, there
password.
are more. I just counted as 1 for some reason. Ask Yani, save. We did save.
Guess
Ask
password
Yani,
and
guess password.
So far, it's going for Ask Yani.
Yani is pretty smart. That may not be the worst idea.
Should we just...
Alright, I think I'm leaning towards that unless there's any more opinions coming in. I'll give it like another 5 or so seconds. And we're asking Yani. We need to get this door opened. Will you help me?
Of course. What exactly are you proposing?
I need you to relax. Close your eyes and focus on...
I'm not sure I feel comfortable with this.
Just relax. I don't know what you imagine, but the goal here is not for you to feel comfortable, Yani. Whoa.
What? He is creepy
Sometimes he has a way with words, yes.
I distrust magic, but fine. I'll follow your lead on this one. I'm not closing my eyes, though.
Your distress will decrease our chances, you know.
Oh.
Oh, he's doing that! He's holding his head.
I love it.
He looks so pained.
I know.
But let's try anyhow. I guess it's just what he does when he's casting a spell. It just looks silly.
This is awkward. I don't feel like... Wow! Did it work?
That would be pretty awkward if you're just in a room with someone, they start holding their head like that. Nope, still closed. But Now I know why you dumped your first boyfriend. Oh, really? You can read minds that way?
You read my mind?
That seems like we should have been using it more often then. Not intentionally. This sort of thing happens sometimes. You can't control it, which I guess could be said about the boy as well.
Oh, you couldn't control it?
Okay.
How dare you?
It's fine. Frankly, I'd dump him too. Not gonna get all personal or anything, but hey, do it anyway. Regardless, my little trick didn't work. Have any better ideas?
Maybe I would if you'd stop this nonsense for just a second.
Now, we can't stop the nonsense. It's all in good fun. I think we should accept the fact that we're stuck here until this thing opens as planned.
This reminds me of that movie where they're stuck in the elevator with the devil.
Oh, the M. Night Shyamalan movie?
Yeah.
Why would you want to remember that? That was...
It was amazing. But this means whoever trapped us will be free to do whatever they please while we're here.
Well,
I don't like this at all.
To be fair, that wasn't his worst movie.
I don't
will say that
He didn't. He only like wrote.
He only did
story
the.
that
He
it was
only wrote
based
it.
On.
Yeah, I think someone else directed it or something. Anyway, my teachers always said that I should look for a silver lining in any difficult situation. We could use this time to open our hearts and become real friends.
I wouldn't want to hurt your feelings, but.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
What?
That's just ridiculous.
What
Gladly
do you want to
just not
say,
now.
guys?
Why not get straight to hugs? Huh, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to not be friends with him, but I guess we do have better things to do, like get out of here.
I don't want to hug him.
Aw, no hugs for Galen? Look at him, he looks like he wants to hug you. Like,
He
hey,
always looks
come
like
on.
he wants a hug,
He just always looks like he needs a good hug.
but he wouldn't hug Cassia.
He didn't?
Remember, he was like, "You need a hug," and he's like,
Oh,
"No,
that's right.
Fine, get away."
Just kind of sulking. Second option.
We have one for hugs, Michael, and one for second option.
All right, we need at least one more vote. What do we got, guys? I almost said music instead of music, but this music is so
Now we
encouraging.
have one for each.
Just feels like determination. Oh, I don't know now. I think. What are we doing? Second option? Second.
Yeah.
Seems to be the popular one. Okay. Well, any other time would be probably better.
I'd love to sit and chat, Galen. I really would. Just not now.
Politely declining for the time being.
The longer we stay here, the more time we give to whoever trapped us. Getting out needs to be our priority.
Yet there might be a mystery we need to solve if you've forgotten. Traps or not, making friends has always been my priority.
Oh, I freaking know, man. There, I've learned something about you already. Now, can we get back to escaping?
What the?
Oh, the T-Rex is here.
What was that? No, this is not Jurassic Park.
Look at the dashboard. Something is seriously wrong. It seems the second safety circuit is about to malfunction.
And you just noticed? Well, you were distracting us.
Hush! Somebody is damaging the system. As we speak. The first safety circuit was destroyed when somebody increased the pressure. That's what caused the node in the market lamppost to collapse.
Did you say nerd?
No, I was just gonna say it.
I couldn't help it. I don't know. That was just such a terrible line in Metal Gear Solid 2.
I will never forget it.
Raiden.
Oh, good night, someone.
Oh, who's going?
11 Odyssey.
Well, have a good night. Take care. How many safeguards are there?
3. And someone is working their way through them. We have to stop this, or the main flow will become vulnerable to external manipulation.
We can't do anything while we're trapped here.
Agreed. We need to think of something fast. I ran away. I'll search these
She's thinking
boxes.
fast.
You look through that pile.
Yes, we just called you a nerd. Fine, will do. Find anything?
Most of this stuff has been lying here so long it's either broken or decaying. Wait, I have some matches. It
That'll
looks
come in
pretty
handy.
Well lit.
I found a spatula.
Yay! Great. Start digging.
What? Clearly you underestimate the potential of quality kitchenware.
There is nothing of use here. I can't believe we're actually helpless.
Hey, MacGyver would be able to get out of the situation.
Maybe I'll set the door on fire.
You're crazy. You know that? Probably not a good idea.
Start being productive for a change. I need some sort of accelerant to make the door flammable, or at least to produce a sufficient amount of smoke to alert someone.
We could burn our clothes.
You're impossible. Fine. Perhaps we should abandon the idea and look some more. Can he, like, make fire?
I don't know. Maybe we just start banging loudly on the pipes like in the Goonies.
Yeah.
When they're down in like the underground layer, they start like messing with all the pipes.
Or remember when like Cleo suggested that Orphan make fire and he's like, it doesn't work that way or whatever. Remember? He was like so insulted.
Magic doesn't work that way. Wait, I found something else.
A way out?
Better. It's booze.
Why does it always look
Galen.
like that?
Getting so distracted. This is a crucial moment.
Question. Is it
Yes.
the booze that he, like that same one that he gave to Cassia and that's why it's here?
Oh, is it?
He
Maybe.
left it behind.
Well, let's see.
Can we use it as an accelerant?
Again, you're insane, but I like you anyways. Drinks are on me.
I am not drinking at a moment like this.
Your call. Bottoms up.
This is hopeless. The safety system's failing. The saboteur has won. Give me that bottle.
I should warn you, it's not the best liquor, but we're not exactly in a position to be picky now, are we? She's gonna smack him on the head with that. That doesn't sound good. Of all the sounds of the city, this is definitely my least favorite.
Yes, the sound of failure. The second safeguarding circuit is about to fail. Brace yourself.
Uh-oh. That's what you get when you trust the faculty to build a city for you. At least I'll die with a bottle in my hand.
Oh, Jack Sparrow, you sound like. You'll die a jerk, too. Cover your head.
Wait, what's going on?
That's it?
Oh, it's over. I hope.
We're still alive. I thought the room would collapse with the second barrier.
Looks like the saboteur managed to get through one barrier, but nothing more.
Don't be so happy. With safety measures down, the next time this happens, we're all screwed.
Look at the bright side. We're still alive. Either this was a very unsuccessful assassination attempt, or the villain had enough decency not to get rid of us.
They're skilled enough to conduct precise operations without causing immediate destruction.
Okay.
They probably just kept us alive so we could witness the fall of the city.
Ha! The door's opened. Apparently not all is lost.
You're so naive, Magic Boy. Somebody kept us here just long enough to do what they wanted.
Well, at least I found this perfectly fine spatula.
That's it. I'm leaving.
Don't go all ballistic. We still have a sample to analyze.
You almost made me forget about it.
Yeah, it's been, slipped our minds. So much has happened.
As much as I hated to admit it, Galen's knowledge of his craft was impressive. The waters transmitted warmth and other forms of energy, powering the entire system, so the more we knew about them, the larger our chances. My reckless friend confirmed they can cause grave psychological effects, including psychedelic visions, memory gaps, and lapses in judgment.
Reckless? What's so reckless about him?
He suspected the vapors alone could have a prolonged, if subtle, effect on citizens. Luckily, the drinking water was in a completely separate system and came from a different source. Then he followed with his usual quackery. He claimed every time someone manipulated the waters, their feelings and motivations entered the current and were stored there indefinitely.
Oh, really? It's kind of interesting, actually.
I wonder whether yelling at pipes would get Isvan off my case.
Oh,
Oh, I thought it would be the end of the chapter.
it continues on.
I'm almost as far from uncovering who is damaging the city as I was when I first came here. This is preposterous. How can Istvan expect me to make an informed decision on suspicions alone? Not having an opinion does seem to attract people willing to sway it, though. Come in, please.
Who's it this time? Oh,
Yay!
Constance.
I haven't seen her all chapter.
Yeah, this whole stream we haven't seen her.
Pardon my intrusion, Yani. I'm surprised you keep the door unlocked. Isn't that unsafe?
Considering what's going on, probably.
Rumor has it you and Galen were in trouble already today. The culprit simply walking through my front door would save me a lot of trouble. Does that mean you don't know who the killer is?
Oh, didn't mean to imply anything there.
Why is everyone asking me this? I really can't reveal anything about the investigation. That answers my question. It is as I expected. Listen, I have no patience left for another vague conversation. I can see you're not coping well with the pressure, but hear me out. I came to offer you my help.
Your help? What kind of assistance can you give us?
I got a compliment on my Constance voice. Yes.
Oh, awesome.
Did you now? How very curious. I have no doubts about your intellectual prowess, Yani, but even the swiftest mind cannot simply conjure answers to questions it doesn't understand. I am only asking you to listen. You may do as you please afterwards. Uh-oh. She can't be suspicious. I love her.
I don't know. I've always been a little suspicious of Constance.
I know.
Although,
But
it would
I
be
love
fair
her.
to say I've been a little suspicious of everyone at one point or another.
Me
So
too,
I'm not sure how much
except the dog.
that matters.
Except the dog.
The dog. What if the dog's really the evil mastermind?
He
That
did
dog
bite.
sitting
He
back
did
there.
bite.
He has plans. He has some motivation that we haven't seen yet. So what do you guys think? Is she suspicious, or maybe she's just afraid? That is valid. I mean, certainly a frightening situation.
Oh, that's really cool.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
So, one of the writers, he co-wrote it with his friend, and he wrote Galen and she wrote Yani, and they're alter egos. That's really cool.
That is pretty cool. I really like the way this is done with the two protagonists of the game and how it switches back and forth.
Yeah, me too.
Pretty different from, I would say, just about every other visual novel I've played. Has there been any other one that had
I
like
don't think so, is there?
two at the same time? Like there are games where you could pick one and then it's a different one if you choose a different like thing at the beginning, like Roommates, but this is the only one I know of that really like switches off like this and has this in-depth story.
I like it a lot. We're great when in character, but not when we're out. So we got two voights for the second one.
We got two voights. Guess your voights. She's actually afraid. She's afraid.
Aww, she seems so soft-hearted. I think she seems kind of cold-hearted, but okay. I love her anyway. I don't care. She's beautiful.
Let's see.
I love her.
Is she actually afraid?
You're so tense. It's unlike you. Are you really so distraught?
And the thing that's also difficult about this game is that, like, when I'm suspecting people, I kind of like them all. So I don't want to be anyone. Like, I mean, you know,
I don't like
Istvan, I don't like, but
I like him as a character at the same time because he's so amusing.
he's very amusing, yes. I mean, Laura, kind of.
I
seems.
I don't like her.
There's something about her
that
rubs
really
me
just,
wrong.
Yes, from the moment I met her,
I don't know what it is.
Ugh.
We don't know a lot about her.
That's true.
Only that she was sold into slavery, basically.
Yeah, and that
Which,
sucks.
I mean, it sucks.
But
and I feel
still,
bad
I
for
don't
her.
know. I don't like her.
Like, everyone else we know so much about.
Except, I don't think we know a lot about Yakone, do we?
She's kind of a blank
She's at that bottom.
in our journal as well.
Oh, she has 4.
Well, we know about her background.
But we had
anyway.
options to talk with her, and like we just didn't choose them, so that might be partially why too.
Yeah. Anyway, let's continue with this.
I read this part.
All right, sorry.
And you are right. It does look like Constance has large horns. Someone said it because the ropes behind her head. I thought that before too.
Wait,
it looks
these?
like look at the ropes behind her.
Oh, kind of. Yeah, I see what you mean now.
Of course I'm frightened. Believe it or not, I would prefer to die of old age rather than in the next explosion.
Yeah. Don't mark me down for dying in an explosion. Doesn't sound like fun.
I agree that would be preferable. That's why you should stop this nonsense and listen to what I have to say. Istvan demands answers, and you will have to deliver them whether you like it or not. You can't afford to be picky about your sources. Thanks for reminding me. My questions would reveal most of my suspicions to you, however. You should know best of all that knowledge rarely comes without a price.
Ah. Comes at a price, dearie.
But fear not, I won't abuse your trust. This place has been my home long enough for me to master its rules. I hate to see all that effort go to waste. The madness of this city, it seems I have no choice but to take the risk against my better judgment. You're learning fast. Twirl, twirl, twirl. All right, I'm all ears. The first thing you should remember is that anyone is capable of anything. There are no innocents here.
Yeah, we do know several people have had a shady background already.
I assumed as much. However, the saboteur must have a motive, which so far I have failed to discover. Can you help me with that? Let's start with Slava. I'm sure she used to love her husband. I'm also certain he regretted his decision to abandon his life as a scholar to travel with his adventurous wife. Did she ever forgive him for that regret? Or for turning his back on reality? Has Laura forgiven the families for ruining her life? She has every reason to hate her master, yet she never rebelled against him.
Yeah, she was getting a bit flirty with Istvan back then. Not sure what that was all about.
Or has Yakone really abandoned the legacy of her tribe? She is terribly defensive about it.
That's true.
Even Cassia, has he left his violent ways behind? I like to think I know him well, but he's the only person who's never agreed to tell me his story. Oh, we got it pretty easily. You just have the wrong parts.
I mean, you're casting all the suspicion on everyone else, but what about you? Because you're certainly not going to tell us
She's innocent and I love her.
What makes you suspicious. Oh, here we go.
And
Yani
what
has the same
about
thoughts as
you?
me.
So far, you have not revealed any details concerning your own wickedness. I'm no saint either, but in a crowd of wrongdoers, who can distinguish the true villain?
Well, I'm certainly not doing a very good job of it, I don't think.
So you don't suspect anyone? No, I suspect everyone.
Yeah, that's kind of like where I'm at.
I know. Everybody here has one reason or another to hate this place. I do too.
Yeah, that's true.
The families took away my freedom, my identity. They left me empty. Even now, it's not easy for me to talk about. Wait, if they took her identity, is her real name I?
That's true. People could have had other names they went by, pseudonyms, or maybe just their actual names if they did have to change their names. There's too much to think about. There's no sense in worrying about it. There's no sense at all.
My anger used to keep me awake at night. I used to loathe all these people just because they belonged to this world. I hated being alone because I began to belong to it myself. Not belonging is something I can relate to very well. You don't look defeated though. No, you look gorgeous. I'm not. We all got dealt a bad hand. Laura, Slava, Yakone, all taken out of our respective homes and families and forced to play by someone else's rules. I could be considered lucky. After teaching me their customs and traditions, Istvan's brother began treating me like a human being. He grew to love me and became the only family I had.
Oh, the brother that was killed.
The feelings I had for him extend to Istvan now. I have no reason to destroy what I've earned, if that's what you're wondering.
Interesting.
Who does, then? I have a feeling you're asking about someone in particular.
Maybe?
I am. What about Sem? He was the last person to see Lev alive, and other things.
And some other things I'm not going to mention.
Was he? That would add up, wouldn't it? What do you mean? Sem seems so very calm.
He's always calm.
Here we go again with the vague innuendos. Come on, it's you who wanted this conversation. Wag, wag, wag. Ever since he came to this city, Sem has kept to himself. He hasn't harmed anyone, nor has he been particularly helpful. Monstrous. Curious. Nobody is so unobtrusive. It stands out around here. I thought I said unobstructive at first. I was like, wait. So he must be evil incarnate. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Probably not exactly.
I hope not, because, Oh no. Nobody would mind if it... Bleh. Nobody would mind it if he was evil. It's far worse than that. He's not an idiot. I've checked. What could be worse than...
Well, if we check, then
What's
sure.
the idiot test check?
Was it whatever we did with him back at the kennels?
I guess so. Oh, not an idiot. Okay, bye.
Clearly not an idiot.
He's a failure. A coward, too. He sent people to their deaths and gained nothing from it. That's how bad he is.
He sent people to their deaths?
What?
Make it sound like he was a general or something. That's not what we heard.
That sounds like something personal that has nothing to do with this investigation. Perhaps, but you asked about him, and this is what I know. Judge its relevance for yourself. I will.
Yeah, I got the impression before that his family was killed because of him and he blames himself for that. But send them to their death sounds kind of different. I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Here's the whole story. Oh, thank you.
All right.
Sem was the leader of a small but very effective group of thieves.
Oh, all right.
They were quite notorious in their day. Then, one of their numerous victims finally caught up with them. A powerful merchant, embarrassed he couldn't secure his possessions. Broken pride can be an uncanny motivator.
Mm-hmm.
How does that make Sem a failure? He was the one they caught first. He gave up everyone, his closest friends, even his pregnant wife.
Oh, wow.
Oh, snap!
Sem. Is this true or not, though? It does seem like everyone has this, like, criminal background they're coming from in this town.
It's
weird.
The same as the elevator movie. You know it's not as simple as that. I imagine torture would eventually break anyone. They didn't even have to lay a finger on him. They just gave him a choice. Rat out his entire crew or lose his right arm. That is an important arm, okay? I'm sure you noticed he still has both hands. They made him watch as his whole group died in agony. First his friends, then his wife.
When we spoke to Sem, didn't he blame it on Istvan? Or was it someone else?
I thought so.
Or was it just like the upper class in general?
I don't
was
remember.
going on about? Can't remember.
And they left him alive afterwards. Did they? It was a matter of honor for the merchant. He made Sem into a walking warning, a very effective one.
Yeah, it is true. Constance gives us a lot of advice, but this all hinges on whether or not we actually trust her or not, if she's telling the truth.
How can you not trust that face? A forced compact with Istvan was the final touch. Stripping the thief of all his possessions, including his free will, was their idea of justice. Wait, how do you strip his free will?
By making him spill his beans, I guess.
Oh. Seems almost too cruel to be true. Ask him yourself if you don't believe me. I don't expect him to have the audacity to lie to your face. How do you know all this?
This is gonna be an uncomfortable conversation.
It's a long story. One you don't have time for.
Yeah, of course.
And what is that supposed to mean? Merely that your time is almost up. Istvan will be expecting you soon.
Oh man, this doesn't look good. It looks like we're gonna have to blame Sem. I don't want to.
How could I forget?
I mean, all we're hearing about is that, oh, he had a bad background. Well, so did a lot of people. That doesn't mean he did it, though.
However,
there's no evidence we got as to, like, who did this.
Wait, the most important thing.
All right, fine. Let's hear it.
However, there's one more thing. Perhaps the most important piece of information I can offer. I'm glad you kept it until the very end, then. At this point, learning too much too quickly would probably kill me. We only talked about the people I know well. This one's about a newcomer.
Oh, really?
Gasp! You mean Magic Boy? What kind of mischief was he involved in this time? Public urination? Gross indecency? He followed Lev the night of his disappearance. Wait, he did? Do we remember this? Did that? What?
We tried to find him, if that's what she means.
Did we? I don't remember. I think, we did. We were like, oh, he might get hurt, right?
Yeah, I think so. I guess.
Tell me everything you know. Istvan's guards aren't very observant, but they were explicitly ordered to keep an eye on Lev. After they had beaten the poor man up, they watched him go to the doctor's quarters. He left a moment later, and Galen followed.
Yeah, that we know.
So the guards beat him up. We didn't know that before. We didn't know who beat him up.
Oh, we didn't know about the guards, no. But, I mean, we know that he was at our house and that we followed him out to, like, see where he went. I don't think it showed exactly how far we followed him, though. So
I thought we couldn't find him when we went out or something.
We weren't able to find him, so I'm curious what she's gonna say.
Unfortunately, they both vanished into an alley afterwards. At least, that's what the guards they spoke to told me. I'm guessing they had some ale and became even less watchful than usual.
Yeah, this is... I don't know what to think about this.
Yeah.
That's not what we saw happen. And either, you know...
Did we go into an alley and not find him? I don't remember where we, left.
I don't know. Either, you know, it cut off before we saw that happen, or she's kind of going on about this to make us suspicious of him for no reason, in which case she might be...
Or the guards just said that. The guard she spoke to. Thank you for telling me this. I'm glad I could be of help to you, Yani. Frankly, I don't envy the position you're in, but I certainly can relate. As I said, you can do what you please with this knowledge. Just be safe.
Yeah, thanks.
Easier said than done. She's right. I'm treading on thin ice.
It's getting thinner by the second.
Sem's story is gruesome, but Istvan still seems to have much more to do with what happened to Lev. As for Galen, he better have a good explanation, finger wag.
Oh no, I don't like where this is going.